away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Bears. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game as we say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Chicago Bears. And the big tight end shifting around. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Eddie Goldman's everything you want in a defensive tackle. A run stuffer who can move upfield and rush the passer.
Third down now following the run. On 3rd down, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. And I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
They come out here in the eye.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Joe McCoy's one of the top defensive tackles in the league. Always a threat to go to the Pro Bowl, especially because of his pass rushing ability.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them up and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! 1, 9,
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
QB split out wide now. They're in the Wildcat.
1, 9,
And they'll go on the ground. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hackenberg to throw it this time. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 61 yards. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. 3rd and long for Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
clock runs. Less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play. They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Ready. You ready. 150. 150. 150. Ready. You ready.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No matter what defense is called versus a running play, linebackers are telling the defensive guys up front, you take care of the offensive line, keep us uncovered, let us run to the ball, we'll make big plays. Well, that paid off there. All the guys up front, the big fellas, they controlled the 5 offensive linemen. That allowed the linebackers to see the openings, sprint through the gap, and snuff that play out in a hurry.
Now Hackenberg. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. On third down, Hackenberg. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 28. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. One receiver to the left is Evans. Winston on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. First down, Winston. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. In motion, the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 10 here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Hackenberg. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. One receiver to the left is Evans.
Let's go now. Blue ready. Wait.
Following the interception, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Dancing to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain, and it's second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Second down, Winston. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that takes us from second to third down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Third and goal. Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Their big tight end in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second and 10 now.
Let's go.
A second down throw for Hackenberg. And that'll be incomplete. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Hackenberg from the gun on third. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he finds Stills, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And now here's a carry heading left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set. And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They come up in an offset eye. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing, Winston. Rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, no, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long for Hackenberg. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the...
Hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.